Hey guys,
I'm Jeri.
I'm Ciara.
We're ladies.
And we tangent.
Here I go on my own.
Hey, on my own. Here we go.
Yow.
Help. Hold on.
With what?
Wait a minute, you little sweet bitch. Why is it running away from me?
The nuts need tightened.
Oh my god, touch my nuts.
More times twisting the nuts, less time wrapping the cord.
Yeah, it's been 1 week since you twisted my nuts. Wrapped my cord and now I can fucking go. Speaking of, I have so many things to tell you.
Okay.
Here we go.
I got nothing.
Hold on. What's up?
Oh, what's up, everyone?
Hello. I have to do that or I'll forget about you and I apologize. Last night.
Mm-hmm. Last Friday night.
Corey and I did a thing that I think all parents can
Frogger.
relate to.
Oh.
What?
Froggy style.
Yes, that's not what we did last night. I think most parents, at least at some point in parenthood, can relate to your child finally goes to bed.
I'm so sorry.
What's happening?
I was just thinking about Forrest. And this morning, he climbed into bed with me and he turned my face. He goes, "You need to look at me." And then he started coughing directly into my face.
Why did they do that?
I don't know.
Why did they do that?
Like sometimes I'll turn over and then he'll be like, "Mom, you need to look at me." And so I'll turn back over and then he'll fucking cough into my mouth. I'm so sorry. That's just like a vivid. You started talking about kids going to bed and I just pictured Forrest like holding my face and then coughing into it.
I should fucking want to get violent with children. So I do that.
It's a full threat.
I don't. That's why I'm a good parent.
Yeah.
Anyways, I think most people can, they can relate to your child finally goes to bed.
Mm-hmm.
And then for 30 minutes, you realize you're still watching children's things.
Yes.
Okay. So that's what me and Corey realized we were doing. We were watching The Lion King. Obviously, we're going to finish that shit.
I was going to say, that's not a
kidding me?
child's thing.
However, then immediately after, The Lion King 2 starts, revs up to play.
Yes.
And he goes, it's like down in the corner so I can see that it's about to. And I was like, fuck yeah, let's keep this party going. Yep. Why not? And Corey goes, "I've never seen The Lion King 2. I was like, huh?
Deception.
Oh!
Disgrace.
He asked for trouble the moment he came. Listen. So
Disgrace.
I said, I definitely talked it up more because I think the last time
See
I saw
you later,
it.
fucking traitor. That's not the word.
Deception. Disgrace. So,
what does it? See you later.
See you later,
agitator.
Escalator.
Alligator. After a while, crocodile.
We are in the
Innupendi. With a passion fruit grows sweet.
Tell me why Corey looked at me during that song. So it says something like, "It's so far down, but falling's half the fun." And he looked at me with like tears in his eyes. I was like, get out of here.
I always sang "in your panties."
Same. Because at the end, it goes, at the end, it's like, "in your panties." In your panties.
Yes.
In your Anyways, so I definitely hyped the movie up more. And I was like, Was I in love with Kovu?
Maybe.
Yes, I was. And he was like, Corey didn't understand. He was very confused why I would have those feelings for an animated, I almost said cat, but it is a lion.
I mean, big cat.
And I think it's because, but it starts the movie off and he's an infant baby. And I was like, not infant
now.
baby.
Yeah.
Adult lion.
Yeah.
But he is still
I'm not fucking sick.
He's still a cartoon animal, but Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Okay, except I think it was the bad boy thing. Let's be fucking so for real.
Yeah.
Do you know who does the voice of Kovu? Because it brought me out of it immediately.
Yes.
Jason Marsden.
Yes, who plays Eric's friend on Boy Meets World.
And he played the rich kid, the DJ in Full House goes out with, and like her and Steve. It's like a
the opposite of the bad boy.
Yes. And then, you know who
Steve
else?
Three-Wayed?
Did I say that?
No, but I thought that's where you were going.
That is where I was going.
It was a triangle.
Triangle is what I was going for, not three-way. Different thing in my head. But I pictured his face as those characters, but when you just hear the voice, do you know who he also played? Max fucking Goof. And I was like, I'm immediately taken out because I'm just yuck.
Wait, you're turned off
by Max Goof?
I'm turned on.
Ew, I was turned on by Roxanne.
Okay, same.
Like,
I would have been
Max Goof.
I would have three-wayed Max Goof and Roxanne.
In the college one.
In the college one.
For real.
Yeah.
I'm having sex with those 2 dogs when they're in college.
I'm also a cartoon dog.
Obviously. No, I was never into Max. You know which one I was into?
Oh, not the cheese guy.
Polly fucking Shore.
No.
Yeah. Cheese. Yeah, man. And that
oh my
honestly,
god, if Kovu and the cheese guy from fucking a Goofy movie are like your actual perfect person.
Type?
Yeah.
That's so true. It is Corey. So anyways, that was pretty much all I had for this week.
Yeah.
Which it was just a lot of.
Now I just want to watch a Goofy movie.
Well,
their soundtrack slaps.
Guess what? Because I said that's Max Goof, and he goes, I don't.
He
I said you've never watched
movie?
the Goofy movies, either one. So guess what we're doing this weekend? And he's never seen Balto. And if there's anything that
Break
our
up with
patrons know, is that we fucking love Balto.
We love
Polar bears.
You have more?
I actually did. But
You
I
did say
can't
you had a
remember.
lot. I mean, I guess that was a good
No,
bit.
I had another thing, and now it's died somewhere inside my brain.
Can I tell you, I texted you this, but I would just like to say it here so that I remember, because there's a lot of times I'll listen back to stuff and I'll forget how Ollie says things or like Forrest catchphrases that he had. And so this is kind of like my diary. Ollie has been saying literally.
I love when
he
says
goes,
it.
widowy,
Widowy.
widowy.
Oh,
I am widowy hungry. Which is so funny
out
because
of context.
he's trying really hard to do the L sound
Yeah.
everywhere else except for in that word.
No,
he
he's like,
literally couldn't be arsed to do it there.
I'm widowy, not gonna try it here.
No, he goes, Mom, is that a lamp? Lamp. I'm like, it is a lamp. Yes. So I know that he's trying to learn how to do the L sound.
Yeah.
He's taking his time with it. But when it comes to literally, he goes, widowy.
Not fucking wood.
Widowy mom, I don't want to talk about it.
Oh yeah, because I was gonna say that reminds me of the Sawyer thing, but I said it on Patreon where she'll say, instead of like I want something.
Yes.
Like her thing now is muffins, and she'll say muttons. But instead of being like, "Hey, I want a muffin," she'll say, "I could use a mutton. I could use a mutton. Come on, I could use a bat. I could use a bat, which is a bath."
She was asking me for something the
Was
other
she?
day. Was it water?
Was she saying I could use a?
She was trying to drink my water.
Wadu. I could use a wadu.
A lamp.
Because I'm sad for the time where she gets old and like she can tell that we're making fun of her. She'll say, "Oh, when she wants Rachel, Miss Rachel."
Oh yeah.
She goes, "Ooh, is you? Ooh, is you?"
She was doing that to me, and I was like, I looked at her and I go, "Erasure? What are you saying to
Ooh,
me?"
is you? Ooh, is you?
And I only knew she was saying Rachel because she was handing me the remote.
She was like, "What? You don't even have to fucking go anywhere. Just take this." By the way, when she says that, she doesn't want Miss Rachel. She wants something on the TV that only she knows what she wants. And she will scream at you if you pick the wrong thing.
But it's definitely not Miss Rachel.
It's not Miss Rachel, because I'll try them. And she's like, "Why would you turn this hoe on?"
I'll tell you what. She did a full performance for me to Let It Go.
She loves musicals.
And it was the cutest fucking thing I've ever seen.
Oh, she also did.
Yes.
Elsa, I know you're in there.
That was, she just went up to like the door to their like back deck and knocked on it and was like, Elsa. I could have fucking, I'm done.
She will do it. That baby is a performer. Okay. And she will do the, tones, the right pitch.
Yes.
Right pitch. And then she'll also do the performance. So
like the choreography.
My favorite is when Moana happens. When Hey Hey is like, whatever. But she'll go, buck, 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 doo-doo, doo-doo. And then she goes, ah!
Oh my God.
It's so funny.
Have you seen Finding Dory?
Yes.
Okay, this is the bit where we just talk about Disney movies. Okay, so you've seen Finding Dory. I looked at my boobs today. I swear to God, I'm gonna bring it back. I looked at my boobs today, and you know the bird that Marlon tries to. What the fuck is that bird's name? Where they're like, roo, roo, where they try to get it to come over. It carries the bucket. And its eyes are that's what my boobs look like. My nipples are like the eyes on that fucking goofy ass bird.
You know how I knew that my ex-boyfriend was toxic, besides the fact that he broke bones in my face?
Yeah.
He told people that bird reminded him of me. He told people I was that bird. In public.
You don't look anything like my boobs. I couldn't decide if it was that bird or if it was the goofy seal that is his name Jeri?
He also said I was the goofy seal.
Or they're like, get off the fucking rock. They would never let that seal on the rock. And it would just get up there, all fucking wall-eyed with its tongue out. And they'd be like, I remember. Fuck off our rock. They're like, fucking Gerald. I think his name was Gerald. What is that fucking bird's name?
I don't know. I gotta look it up. Fuck-eyed bird.
Fuck-eyed bird. A, B, C,
You're
D,
bird
E,
in Finding
F,
Dory.
G,
Dumb bird in Finding Dory.
H, I, J.
Is it
K.
Becky?
Yes, it is Becky. I'm way past B.
Certainly not Becky.
Yeah. My areolas are that red as well.
Wait. This is.
That's it. It's not Becky at all. It is. It's Gerald the seal. That's what my nipples look like.
Gerald the nipples.
I'm telling you.
Yes, Saps.
I had on a sports bra,
Mm-hmm.
and it was a compression sports bra.
Yep.
Okay, but
when you take those off, your tits will betray you every time.
well, let me tell you this: they were betraying me within. They were betraying me within the compression, because tell me why all of my boob can be pushed down, but my nipples cannot be stopped. Okay, and then I have to go about adjusting them because I can't have them all fucking point in different ways. If you're gonna see my nipples, I want you to just do one look. They're right there. I don't want you to have to play a search and find. There's one. Where's the other? You know what I mean?
Looking at my shoes.
So I'm like, oh my God, can you just, if you're going to stick out, can you get on the same page, you two?
I get it. I totally understand.
So that's what I've been doing.
Oh my God, that's really funny.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. I'm glad that we did that. I'm glad we went there. I'm really upset that I can't remember the other thing I was going to tell you about. I'm understanding now it's probably not important, but
maybe that we're going on tour. We're going to be in Columbus in like 2 days.
Well, I was going to say a week, but when this comes out, it'll literally
be 2 days.
What's up, everyone? Are we excited? Are we
even done yet? No,
we're not. Columbus, I want you to be prepared to be the guinea pigs. Truly, we might not know what the fuck we're doing.
We know.
I mean, we have a rough draft.
Is it going to be? It's not rough.
Rawr.
Max Goof.
It's not. We're not Max goofing you. Yeah. Anyway, but
we're Roxanne.
We are Roxanning. Right in your pants. Wait, she's a. Is she in the second one?
I don't know.
You know who I'm into in the second one? Because I don't think Roxanne is there. There's the dog that's in the.
I don't like that you keep calling them dogs.
But they are dogs.
I know.
Because I think she's like a poodle or something. Weird? But she's the art major.
Okay.
She's got the fucking beret.
Okay.
In her. I think she is into the cheese guy.
I need to detour you from the beret girl. The cheese dog girl.
Okay. I would three-way with those two so fucking fast.
What I want to talk about is the fact that Goofy is a dog, allegedly.
Yes.
Okay. And I know everyone's gonna be like, yeah, and also Pluto's a dog, and why does he get different treatment than Goofy? I know that's been covered. What I want to know is Goofy, I think, is supposed to be with Clarabelle, the cow. And I'm not saying that you can't have like interspecies relationships, go for it. But like the way that they are drawn is so similar.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean?
I don't think I know much about Clarabelle.
Clarabelle talks like this.
So are we saying that's Max's mom?
I'm not
where
saying,
you're going? Is that what you're putting on him?
I'm not saying anything except
Max's
Disney
mom?
has killed so many parents, and I want to know what's up with that.
Who is Max Goof's mom? I'm Googling it right now.
Hey, I know who he calls mommy, and that's me.
You're sick for that.
Adult
Mrs.
Max
Geef.
Goof. Mrs. Geef? It's Goofy Geef?
I don't like this because she looks like a huge... Okay.
Wait, is Goofy's last name Goof, like so he's a Goofy Goof?
Look, this is this is him on the couch with her, but she looks like a human person. And he is clearly a dog.
Well, he's got feet. Dogs don't have toes. I don't think that's a Disney drawing. You need to look up Clarabelle.
Okay,
Clarabelle!
How do you know that Clarabelle and him were together?
Where's the
lore? Where's the lore there?
I just get a vibe from them. Hey, let me know. Anyone who watches Mickey Mouse Clubhouse.
Oh.
Do you see what I mean?
They are. They are very similar, except for she's got
some big old nostrils.
Those are insane nostrils. Those are...
If someone who has giant nostrils, hey, recognize like.
Look, she could be Goofy with giant nostrils.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay, that's confusing. So what is Goofy? Is he a cow? Is he a dog? Do you want to...
I don't know.
Anything could happen.
I don't know.
Did you know what? I'm done asking these questions. You know what I am ready to do?
Because I don't think we're ever going to get answers.
And I know that. And it's fine.
If you guys have Goofy, Clarabelle, Max Geef,
Max Geef
lore, I want to know.
Yeah, we want to know the lore behind all of these.
I guarantee there's fanfic about Goofy and Clarabelle.
Oh,
you're a fucking sick.
You're fucking
sick motherfucker for that.
You're
a sick bitch.
Yeah, sure. Maybe I'm into a college Goofy's son.
Yeah,
his girlfriend.
Hey, I just like how he dances. Like Powerline.
Well, I like the Powerline guy. You like the Max Goofs?
I like Max
version of that.
Yeah, I think that. Hey, you know what? That shows a lot of heart. Shows a lot of courage.
Okay, I get it. Why did they make Roxanne so sexual?
Because
they were like
Disney's made by a bunch of weirdos.
I was always like, I want to be her hair.
I want to just be on top of her head.
Okay. All right. You know what I have for you today?
No.
Old school smash up. Cool.
Oh my God. Is this the Valentine's episode?
The way we've pivoted in the years for this is the Valentine's episode, everybody.
I mean, I guess it could be
I
the
should have done host stories then.
It could have been the following week. Let's make these romantic.
And we will.
You're going to read them, and then I'm going to make it hot
Okay,
somehow.
well, the first one says Canadian pig farmer serial killer.
Okay, gonna be tough. All right. Okay. I love the challenge. Tested me right off the bat.
It's not big, but it does have to do with
the Canadian pig farmer?
No, I mean, he's probably average size, I would assume. The pigs are probably big, but this is a short email.
Oh, the email's little.
Only because it says,
but
hey,
the
ladies.
meat's big.
Yes. I'm listening to your That's Disgusting, and I'm laughing at your pig comments. I had a pet pig, and he was the bestest boy. This is not from the pig serial killer.
Dude, I was like, we talked about pigs?
Yeah, remember we talked about that they could eat your bones. Because goats, pigs, here we are.
Yes, there was a farm.
Yes.
I'm with you.
I had a pet pig.
That was a funny bit. I remember.
He was very much our garbage disposal. He even ate my... Oh, sad. He even ate my baby bunnies when they escaped their cage and got into his.
So he is a serial killer.
That pig for sure is.
Yes. Oh my God.
But the main...
I can't make that hot.
Not pigs eating buddies.
No.
We're going into a weird, goofy territory. Clarabelle or whoever. Who's the pig? Porky.
That's a different
That's
network.
not Disney?
No.
Who's Porky?
That's bleep, bleep, bleep. That's all, folks.
Acme.
Looney Tunes, right?
Yes. All right. Cartoons are fucking weird and also hot. But the main reason I sent this in is because
Sorry, I'm picturing Wile E. Coyote.
Try not to.
Okay.
It's because in British Columbia, Canada, there was a guy who fed women he killed to his pigs and then sold the pigs to Maple Leaf Meats, and they then had to, for a short time, say on their packaging, may contain human remains. This was not a great one to start.
Not especially if I'm going to make it hot.
I wouldn't try. Bacon. There we go. We did it in a different way. Not sexual, but bacon is hot when you cook it. And greasy.
Why am I still making that hot? Like, I'm making it sexual.
Don't do that.
Hot, greasy bacon that may contain people. Ew.
I have added a few links with this info. I love you guys so much, and I'm so sorry that I'm sending in this sad, scary info. This is my first time sending an email to you guys, and I don't normally have the time to send in stories, but I'm sitting in my car at home after a horrible evening shift from work.
I love sitting in the car at home.
It's so good. Dude, I used to do it, especially when it was raining, and I'm like, I'll wait till the rain stops, but there's rain on the forecast for 3 more hours.
I thought you were going to say days. I'll be here as long as I need to be.
3 damn days. I'm in my car.
But what is tripping me up right now is, so my mom and my brother-in-law.
Love you guys, Zany. I'll just skip to the end. So thank you, because I don't know if the rest is personal just for us. But thank you, Zany. That was great.
Thank
it says,
you.
Yes, it's my real name. Zany. Do you know what else is Zany?
That fucking story.
And the venue that we're going to be in Nashville, which we have.
Oh,
hey,
yeah.
Come to our show. It's a live show. It's in Nashville, Tennessee. Zany's. Okay. What are you going to say?
So my mother, my brother-in-law, and Shane all used to work for a company that made bacon.
That's right.
And I know that the bacon that they produced most often, they also, like, it was the same meat for, like, off-brand. So now I'm like, how many...
Did they put it on those packages?
And that's what I'm saying. I want to know the logistics of...
I would say that they probably had
Is it all in-house? Because what I'm saying is, like, the place that they worked, let's say that they had Goofy Bacon, okay? So they would make Goofy Bacon, and that would be, like, the name brand, and then there would be, like, Aldi Bacon, Walmart Bacon, Giant Eagle Bacon, okay?
All came from the same stuff.
It was all the same stuff, just packaged differently.
Isn't that fucked up a little bit?
Yeah, especially because the prices are all different. I know. And it wasn't just bacon, it was also, like, ham hocks.
And you're paying for packaging.
Yep. Paying for a name.
That's fucked up, kind of.
Yep. Sure is.
Unless the packaging is really good. Because if it's like something that you can hey, bacon.
Oh,
hey, people.
Yeah.
Bacon people. People of the bacon place. Let's talk about the fact that why do you package the bacon? You think I'm going to eat that many bacon strips in one serving? No. Let's do a resealable bacon package.
Yeah.
You stupid bitches.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hope I made every bacon person mad.
Yeah, stop putting people in my bacon, you fucking sickos.
That too. I'm not.
We want resealable bacon. We want people-less bacon. Okay, when do we want it? Right now.
Shouldn't be that hard. All right, here's what I have for you. The next one is a host story. This should be, well, you would say easy to make hot. It won't be.
Okay, good.
Hey, ladies. This is Haley. You can use my name. I just want to start off by saying I absolutely fucking love you both so much. I am so hopeful you are able to add a few more live shows in the Midwest, preferably Kansas City, as the closest one to me is currently in Dallas. Oh my God. You might be in luck.
Perhaps someone is looking into it.
But anyways, I wanted to share my most embarrassing host story. My most embarrassing story, which I guess you could consider a host story. So here we go. I, 30, female, and my husband, 36, male, Have been together for 8 years and married for almost 6. We try our best to keep things interesting in our marriage, or as interesting as you can with 2 boys, a 4.5-year-old and an 8-month-old.
Oh,
I know. The pre-baby me would take and send sexy pictures to my husband all the time. Fast forward to post-baby me, and I'm not feeling quite as confident to do so. But after much subtle hinting from my husband that I should take some pictures for him while he was away for a guy's weekend, I said fuck it and put on some cute lingerie, got out my ring light, and took a few, not too bad if I say so myself, pictures for my hubby to enjoy.
Uh-oh.
Feeling good about myself, I sent them as quickly as possible, anticipating his response. I hit send and then quickly realized the horrible mistake I'd just made. You see, I had been texting his mom earlier that day, and apparently I had selected her contact instead of his. I was absolutely frozen and mortified. It does say modified. I think you meant mortified.
Nope, I was modified.
I was modified from then on.
I was mummified.
Changed.
Mummified? I'm dead.
I quickly sent her another text saying, oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh. I'm so sorry. Those were for your son. I'm so embarrassed.
Hey. You should have said, those are for you, Mom. Those are for you. And I just want to know, do you like my new set?
Well, in some of them, she didn't have the full set. I don't think, because it said, she then replied, that's okay. I begged her to delete them and please forget this horrible ordeal ever happened. She very sweetly agreed and said it was no problem. Now, some of you may be thinking, why is this such a big deal? We're married and it's not like I accidentally sent them to his dad. Ha! Well, if y'all knew my mother-in-law, you would understand. She is the sweetest, most godly woman I know.
Oh, no.
She does not cuss. I've never seen her drink, and I am almost positive the sight of my H-cup titties yes, they are that big, were enough to make her gasp in disbelief. Honestly, subtle brag. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, damn.
Immediately followed by saying a prayer for my horrible heathen soul.
Oh my God, I thought she sent a prayer back to you. I thought that was the text conversation.
She's saying she probably said a prayer afterwards because, Anyways, fast forward to the holidays, and you would never even know it happened. Okay, honestly, your mother-in-law's a down-ass bitch for that. Because my mother-in-law would probably... No, Susan's cool.
She'd make a calendar out of it. She'd be like, Merry Christmas, Corey.
I was going to say...
And Zach.
Who wants one?
And Brady.
I feel like she would just... Next time she saw me, she'd be like, what's up?
Didn't look like that when you were giving birth. Look a little different.
I'm acting like she's never seen my boobs. She's seen him full in person boobies. Not like my
she
child
took pictures.
She did take pictures. Not of my boobs. Jesus. I'm like, these are for your son. Snap away. Okay. Anyways, fast forward to the holidays, and you would never even know it happened, but I still get this horrible feeling when I think about what I did. And of course, I don't think my husband will ever let me live it down, but it's at least nice. But he's at least nice enough to not bring it up around her, just his 2 older sisters and all of our friends.
Did he ever get the photos?
I hope so. After all that.
I know. I was like, what do you do?
Yeah.
Do you like still find it in you to like find the correct contact and like send it over?
Or are you just
like,
totally lost in the shame then?
Yeah. Do you tell him that you did that? Because
I don't know. Well, yeah, she did, obviously. Well, that's my story.
Because then I would feel weird about looking at the same nude that my mom did. You know what I mean? That's a familial photo now. You need a new. I know you worked really hard on these.
I will need different ones. I'm only going to picture my mom when I look at these. Well, that's my story. Don't know if it'll make it onto the podcast, but you can bet your sweet ass if it does, I will absolutely scream from excitement. I almost read that as excrement.
I'm mummified with excrement. Ew.
You're mummified as shit.
Probably. Ollie was so fucking embarrassing this morning. He literally yelled, "Someone forgot to flush the toilet."
I hate when
I was like, then you flush it, okay?
Oh my God.
Your bedrooms are right next to the bathroom, so when I have to pee in the middle of the night, I don't do it.
Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
I love you both so much. Keep doing what you're doing. I know everyone says it, but you really do not have any idea how much I look forward to listening to the two of you each week. Okay, bye.
Oh, thank
So
you.
sweet.
I look forward to seeing your.
Yeah, send them. Hey, if you want to send them here, I'd love to see your age cups.
Hey, no, you don't have to. That feels like
you want to.
I don't want to
I'm not forcing her.
I'm not. We're not like. It just feels like there's a power dynamic here. You know what I mean?
I'm not trying to Dan Schneider you or whatever his name is. Who? You know, Nickelodeon, the evil guy. What? Okay, everybody who's shocked. Jeri's finding out. You don't know about the Dan Schneider, the feet guy.
Feet guy?
Oh, Jeri. Oh, girl. Honestly, what do you do in your free time? I feel like you need to be on the internet more.
What free time?
Okay, that's probably true. You got to get on the right sides of the internet.
Is this recent?
I mean, it's like what
Feet scent?
It's like, okay, everybody, I'm sorry. I'm going to get real into. It's like what people say fucked up, like Amanda Bynes.
Oh, no.
And did you read Jeanette McCurdy's book?
Yes.
So when she talks about
Yes.
that's Dan Schneider. He was like real gross.
Yes.
And they say he had a thing with feet, which is why there was so many like feet sketches.
Ew.
On the. I know. Yeah, you made me. Made me explain that joke. And
Happy
now it's
Valentine's Day. I hate it.
Yeah, try to make that hot.
I hate it here.
You can. It's fucking horrible.
Yeah.
There's a documentary that's coming out where they're going to like
look at feet.
I guess that he did worse things. I know. And they teased it so in a way that it's like they show somebody who was on the network who's like, well, it wasn't one of the main child stars, right? And they're like, yes. And then they show like the chair and a person walking up to it and they're about to like tell all. And I don't know what. There's speculation that it's could be someone.
Wait a minute. They showed them walking up to it?
No, you just hear the footsteps walking up.
Oh, okay. I was like, he's got a foot thing, and that's the shot that they want to get. They're like, this is it.
No. No, you could just hear it, and you see the empty chair, and then it like shuts off.
Was it heels, or was it flat feet?
I don't know. Okay, you want to watch it?
It was flippers.
Okay, we're gonna watch it after this.
Okay.
Or right now. We just turned this back on. How do we pivot from this, though?
I don't know.
I know. We'll do it. That's disgusting.
You guys doing anything fun for Valentine's Day?
Yeah,
Are you so in love? Are you so in love?
Be more in love. This next one's for you.
Self-love world tour.
World love tour. World love self tour. You just masturbate everywhere.
Consensually.
Yeah. Well, what? It's by yourself. What do you mean consensually? You're not doing it in front of people.
Well,
you just travel and do it in your hotel room.
You didn't say
what, do you
where.
Think you're going to do it on a stage?
It was like airplane, restaurant, movie theater, park. You didn't say. You didn't.
Because I just assumed we both knew that was a crime.
Well, that's why I said it. Because we can't assume that they're going to know.
Okay, you're so right about that. Consensually to yourself, by yourself, in a room.
In an appropriate place.
Do a tour, fuck yourself, and
go fuck yourself
around the world.
Happy Valentine's Day.
Hi, ladies. My name is... Nope. Hi, ladies. Cut that part out, Jeri.
We're not allowed to have the name?
But please don't use my name on the podcast because I am way too embarrassed by one factor of the story that I'm about to tell you. You'll see.
I will take that out.
We will cut that out.
But I almost did a whole bit about your name because it reminded me of something.
You can't give us your name if you don't want to. I'm just reading these off the fly.
That's a phone, you silly goose. That's not a fly.
You silly bitch. I just finished listening to your cockroach story from your That's Disgusting episode on Patreon. Remember that one?
Yes.
The Subway cockroach. If you guys want to listen to it, you can have access to all of our backup ones if you select the $10 tier or higher on patreon.com/ladiesandtangents. We have like so fucking many. We have like 2 years worth of backlog episodes.
Yep.
So, I mean,
and if you
it's kind of worth it.
If you ever thought that Madagascar hissing cockroaches were the only kind, they're not. And that's the kind of education that you'll get on Patreon.
That's what we figured out. If you happen to read this on a main episode, please take this opportunity right now to scream at your audience to visit your Patreon. And then in parentheses it says, seriously, everyone, do it. It's so worth it.
Oh, thank you.
Thanks for the shameless plug.
Down-ass bitch you are.
You really are. Well, while you were talking about how North Carolina has big boy cockroaches, it yanked out a pretty disgusting memory I have. We do, in fact, have some not-so-fun-sized bugs in NC, and when you live on 4 acres like my family, you see those suckers on the regular. North Carolina has some fucked bugs. My mom's cousin lives down there, and so we stopped there on our way for vacation.
Yep.
And she was like, do you want to like go around? It was like woodsy area.
Yeah.
Which I don't know why I just assume all of North Carolina is beaches.
I went on my honeymoon to North Carolina and it was in the mountains.
Yes. It's like real. Okay. So it was like swampy, woodsy.
Yep.
The amount of like lizard looking things and bugs that we saw were just
Too much.
Honestly atrocious. Huge spiders. Why? I was like, I want to go back inside. I don't want to be out here anymore.
What in the Australian outback is this?
Really fucking big frogs and toads and shit? No. All right, here we go.
I don't know why I'm sitting like this. Like, give it to me.
Give it to me right now. Because my room was on the basement level, I dealt with bugs, dead and alive, daily. I don't remember the occasion, but I was in a rush to get ready to go somewhere. Probably class because I was in college at the time. I had just gotten out of the shower, and even though I was butt-ass naked, I started blow drying my hair. I'm sorry. I'm remembering where this goes. It's really funny. I started blow drying my hair. Why didn't I get dressed first? You'll see in a second. I picked up the blow dryer I had left on the floor from the day before, mistake, and started using it.
Oh no.
After maybe 5 minutes or so, something hits me smack dab in the face.
Oh no.
On the floor is a fucking dead cockroach. I was mortified. I started looking up.
Did you blow it into your face?
At high power. It was heated. I started looking up at the ceiling, certain it randomly died while crawling above me. That happened a lot. Gross, right? But then I noticed the cockroach was almost black. For those who don't see a lot of cockroaches, they're usually a brownish color. It was then that I realized I was cooking this fella to death so long that he couldn't hang on any longer and was flung out of my blow dryer and onto my face. As if that wasn't horrific enough. There's one other part of the story I haven't told you, and this is why I'm too embarrassed to share my name.
I love you. I know your name is not to be said, but I want you to know that I want to put it at the end of this sentence. I love you.
I love you. Your name. Remember how I'd just gotten out of the shower? Well, your girl is prone to yeast infections, which means I can't even think about putting on underwear if my puss is still wet. Okay, that's why she was still naked. Well,
naked.
To speed up the process, I was blow drying my coochie on cool for the full 5 minutes that sucker was cooking in the blow dryer.
Oh my god. Oh my god, you rocketed a cockroach. Well,
you ready? Those crispy cockroach fumes were blowing up into my vagina, just perfuming my pubes, and I had no clue. Even though I did not want a cooked cockroach blasted at my face, I guess it's better than my vag.
Could you imagine
if you just like
if it got launched? Hey, as someone who has had something get lost up there for a significant amount of time, that is horrifying.
That's a really scary thing.
That's a near-death experience if I've ever heard one.
I love this next part. Where would you rather have a burnt roach flung at you? Your face or your puss? Leave it in the comments below. I love you so much. I love her. I have a ton of other critter stories, like the time a slug left a whole slime trail across the comforter of my bed.
It was your cooter critter.
And then I had the audacity to show up on my bedside table the next day. What the fuck? How are those two things related? And the time time my brother was trapped on the toilet while there was a snake in the bathroom.
Oh, no.
But I can share those another time if you'd like. You know what I would like? Actually, I will read anything you ever send to me, ever.
Agreed. You know, as somebody who saw snake eggs out on their property, very near where their house is being built, I'm a little spooked about something getting up in there.
Yeah. Oh, God. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed my story. Thanks for all that you do. Love you, ladies.
Oh, my God. That was so good. And also so scary.
I know. That's why I wanted these to be a menagerie of stories.
Yes.
Because there were so many just good ones that I'm like, I need some old school, like, oh, my God, true crime, which we're going to do next. And then I needed some, like, silly, goofy times.
Yeah.
So here we go. Here's a horror, scandal, true crime. It's called A Backyard Graveyard. Happy birthday, Grandma. Okay. These titles, do you see why I pick them? Because,
yes.
Hey, let me tell you something. If you have a title that you think is going to grab my attention, do it. Because I almost will certainly read it.
Oh, my God. I love this.
Hey,
I have ingrown hair in my eyebrow, and
oh my God.
I almost feel like I could get it pierced.
Oh, hell.
I
It looks
know.
like a little puffy even.
Oh, yeah, because I've been picking at it all day.
Stop messing with it.
Sorry.
Corey has one in his beard, and he's picked it so much now that it just is bleeding constantly.
Oh.
It's really great.
I love that.
Okay. Hey, ladies. My name is Rachel, she, her, and it's taken me a long time to believe I had any good stories worthy of the pod, but I think this might be a good one and hopefully not too long. For some backstory, my dad primarily raised me on his own with visitation rights to my mom from the time I was 2. Now, while he loved turning me into his little mini-me biker girl that he dressed like Elvis, there were a lot of times growing up that I'd spend time with my granny. I once chastised him at 6 years old for schlepping me off to Granny's again so he could go hang out at the Boo Boo Lodge, a biker bar that was really called the Voodoo Lodge. It's a very, 6-year-old thing to say.
Mm-hmm.
Stop going to the Boo Boo Lodge, Dad. Yeah. Now, what was it about Granny's that made my innocent child self not want to go? Was it that we used to fight over watching That's So Raven on Disney Channel or Unsolved Mysteries on Lifetime? Or was it that every time I went to the bathroom, she insisted on having me bend over so she could wipe my ass? A skill I assured her every time I had in the bag. Honestly, why is that generation like that?
Yeah.
Stop it. I can wipe myself.
Yeah.
Perhaps, but none as scandalous as the story I'm about to tell. Picture it. Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. We could picture it well. I've been there. Circa 2001. My dad picks me up on a cool October day from having school to go visit Granny for a birthday party she was having. Also worthy of note, my dad was a much older dad, so my grandma at the time was in her 70s.
Okay.
So my grandma lived at the end of a one-way street all the way at the end of the street, where her driveway was a steep sloping hill. As we turned on to the beginning of the street, my dad noticed that there were police cars and an ambulance and the police dogs all parked up on the slope.
Okay.
Of course, he starts to panic because this is his mother and she's older, and what if something happened to her?
Right.
So we managed to find some place to park, me, oblivious, and him, panicked. Make it all the way up to the steep hill and find a police officer to ask what the fuck is going on, and that our family was to have a party here. Come to find out, the police got a tip that there was a body buried a few years ago on my grandmother's property, and they had to find it. Now, while I don't recall the deceased woman's name, I can say that it is Googleable. Googleable. If I can find it, I'll reply back with the story so you can read. Please do. Go ahead. Attach it to this email. I have it starred, so I'll see it. But as the story was relayed to me as I was older, there were 2 middle-aged brothers who grew up and lived on the same street as my grandma, who had been picked up the night before in connection to some armed robberies and theft. While they were being interrogated, they decided to rat out on someone in exchange for immunity or a lesser sentence. They informed the police that one night a friend of theirs called them up and asked them to help get rid of someone he murdered.
Oh, hey! So in order to get out of one crime, you admitted to being an accomplice to another?
I don't understand how it works.
They were like, hey, okay, we'll let you off for the other one. However, you're under arrest again.
But they got a lesser sentence, which is kind of fucked up, probably. Yeah. Okay. The murderer in question had apparently been having an affair with his partner's mother. And during a disagreement in which the mother threatened to tell her daughter, his partner, he murdered her, the mom.
Did he stay with the other person?
I don't know.
Could you imagine? Not only were you having an affair with my mother, but you
fucking killed her. Like, honestly, pick one.
Yeah.
Because that's fucked up. So these two gentlemen took the body, and because my granny's backyard led into the woods, they waited until the middle of the night and buried her in it. The case had gone cold for years, and so without their confession and tip of where to find her, we never would have known. So that's probably why they got immunity, which again is fucked up. But and so at 6 years old on my grandma's birthday, we all watched from the kitchen window as my dad and uncles help assist the police in unearthing this poor woman's remains. Imagine a 6-year-old watching this happen.
No.
And I had one. This next part. And I had one of the coolest stories, I thought, to tell an entire class of students at my very religious private school the next day.
Oh my God.
No.
Especially because I know what a 6-year-old retelling a story like that would sound like.
Then it says, hashtag happy birthday, grandma. Hashtag dead grandma club. Oh my God. Thank you, ladies, for reading my story. Even if it doesn't make it onto the pod, I can't express how much I enjoy you two. And seeing you both live during the Pittsburgh show was one of the highlights of my 2023.
Aww.
Thank you so much. Wow.
Happy you were there. Thanks for coming. Yeah. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for your story. So sorry about your yard.
That's so sorry about your grandma's yard.
Yeah.
That's really kind of... Okay. What you pick next? I'll give you the names. I think we have 3 left.
Okay.
We have a scandal. It is called Mysterious Mail from the Meddling Ministry.
A lot of alliteration.
Yes. We have a fucking funny story about my wedding chaos. And we have Ho Story, the story of a one-night stand, a Vietnamese restaurant, and a case of the queefs.
I think we end with that one.
Okay. When I tell you I went off fucking titles this time.
I was going to say, why don't you just do it in the order?
All of the titles were so... Okay, here we go. So we'll do the meddling one first. Here we go. Hi, ladies. My name is Amani. She, her. I feel like we read a story from you before.
I think so.
But I could be wrong. And I don't know. Or maybe a comment back and forth. Who knows? And this is the story of the time I received a very interesting letter from a friend.
Okay.
It all started on a Thursday morning, just like any other. I'd been apartment hunting for a few weeks, and I decided to take a tour of this complex that I really liked. After taking the tour with the woman at the front desk, we'll call her Maddie, I decided that this was the place. So this was the apartment she wanted to move into.
Mm-hmm.
I told her I wanted the space, and she told me she'd email me the lease that evening. Remember that for later.
Got it.
Cut to around 4 p.m. that same day, and I'm in the office at my job, just vibing and minding my own business when I get a call. I answer it, and it's Maddie from the complex I toured earlier. Hi, Amani. It's Maddie. It seems that a piece of mail with your name on it was delivered here.
Mm-hmm.
Mind you, the apartment where I was currently living and trying to move out of was around the corner. So yes, it would make sense that the addresses are similar, but they were different enough that neither I nor the mail carriers would mix them up.
Right.
And at this point, I still hadn't received the lease for the new building. So who in the world sent me mail to a place I don't even live at yet? Fucking weird, right?
Mm-hmm. ...
Are you sure it's for me? Yeah, you're the only Amani. And then it says in parentheses, feel free to make up a fun little last name here. Do you have one?
Dwarfin.
You're the only Amani Dwarfin that's on our mailing list or has lived here. Do you know who it's from? We can't really tell. It doesn't really say. My immediate thought was that a family member that I've cut ties with had somehow found my almost address, and is finding more intrusive ways to contact me despite my best efforts. So scary, by the way. I hate that. Okay, I can come by later on today and pick it up. After work, I head to the new apartment on my way home, absolutely stressing and jumping to conclusions as to who this could be from. I walk in and Maddie sees me and hands me the mail. The envelope doesn't say who it's from, only a P.O. box number and my city and state. So that crosses estranged family members off the list, but then who would have sent me this? I opened the envelope right then and there, and I immediately saw a small card that had the letters JW, and I instantly knew who it was. See if you can figure this out. There's a letter inside that reads, "Hello, Amani Dwarfin."
Yeah.
This is Amani, fun last name. Amani Dwarfin. As do I, you may enjoy using social media websites. You have the ability to follow or like someone based off their similarities or their posts of exciting things they enjoy.
Oh, no.
Daily, you begin to check and see what they've posted. Yes, they have desirable traits, but does that necessarily mean that that person is your friend? The definition of a friend is someone who knows you and that shares a bond of affection with you. With that definition in mind, could you rightly say that the person you follow online is really a true friend? There's another someone who invites you to follow him.
And it's Jesus Weist.
Take note of his invitation in the Bible at Mark 10:21. Jesus looked at him and felt pity for him and said, "Come, be my follower."
I guarantee this was handwritten too. I've received letters like this.
Yes. Do you know what JW is now?
Yes, I know what JW is.
Here we go. Ready? Imagine that, a friend request from Jesus himself. It may seem far-fetched, but it's true. He too has desirable traits that we can learn about daily. I'm really having fun reading this. When you follow him, you are also following his father, Jehovah God. Psalm 83:18. Learning about them will bring real meaning to your life, both now and in the future. Why not accept this invitation and see for yourself? I would love to hear your feedback or questions. Please use my contact information provided to reach me at any time. Thanks for taking the time to read this letter. High regards, Jeri. If you hadn't guessed it already, my friends who sent me the letter were the Smörgåsbord. Fucking
oh, Schmary. With the Smörgåsbord.
Now, I'm not a religious person by any means, and I have nothing against the Smörgåsbord, but when I tell you, I was livid. First off, fuck you, Jeri. 1, for scaring the shit out of me, and 2, how the ever-loving fuck did you get my full name and almost address? That's so weird.
That's the part that like gets me.
So
it's like,
weird.
Not only
what an
did
invasion of privacy.
Yes, that part.
I noticed that Jeri left her number on the letter, and once I got home, I called it. No one answered, but her voicemail played afterwards, so I guess that was her number. I decided to leave my dear friend Jeri a voice message. Hey, Jeri, this is Amani Dwarfin. It seems that I received a letter from you today. I just wanted to tell you how super creepy and unsettling it was, especially seeing as you and I have never met, and God doesn't like creeps. Please remove my name, number, and address from your contact list. Thank you. And I immediately blocked her number.
Imagine you just call and start speaking in tongues. Jeri goes to listen to her voicemail and she's like, oh my God.
Holy shit. Any hoozles, love you ladies to the moon and back. And I can't wait for you guys to do a show in Philly one day. Wow.
One day, maybe.
Maybe soon.
Maybe one day. Oh, Amani Dwarfin.
What a good story.
Yeah.
Oh, as soon as I read that, I was so creeped out and like, what the fuck? And then I was like, oh, yeah. We live in a very small town, so you wouldn't think there would be that many.
Yeah.
And the amount that used to knock on my door when I lived where I used to live, because it was more so in like direct town, it was staggering. I was like, please.
I like when they put their return address, like I'm going to write a letter back. Like they're my new pen pal.
Please.
Yeah. No.
All right, here we go. A fucking funny story about my wedding chaos. Hey, ladies. My name is Maggie Jo, and I've been listening for about 3 years. I started your podcast the week I met my now husband.
Aww.
We recently got married on New Year's Eve, 12/31/23.
Congratulations.
Yeah. We decided against anything traditional and got married at a quickie chapel in NC. Oh, my God, so many North Carolina stories.
Yeah.
Fun. With around 30 of our closest friends and family. I regret absolutely nothing, and it was the most wonderful weekend of my life. It was also eventful. We rented an Airbnb, and the wedding party stayed with us all weekend. As you can imagine, the night before the wedding, we all drank and played games. Anyone who knows me knows that I love a vodka cranberry, and I had too many of those over my wedding week. And we were all ready for bed, but alcohol sometimes can make me restless and panicky, so I decided I was going to take a bath and try to wind down before bed. Well, I passed the fuck out and I let the bathtub overflow. That's so scary. First of all, my biggest fear is that someone passes out in the bathtub and drowns. I don't know why, but I'm so scared of that.
I ddid leave the bathtub on and the door was closed and I forgot that it was running. And then I remembered only when I was rinsing something out in the sink and the water pressure was weird. And I'm like, what's running? And I'm like, oh fuck.
Yeah.
And it was almost overflowing.
I don't know if I ever told you this story. Mom, I'm going to out you here for a minute, but I don't know if you listen anymore, so who cares? So one time when I was in high school, I came home and my mom and stepdad were out getting fucking hammered, okay? And I come in and I hear running water immediately. I wasn't really staying there a lot. I think I lived somewhere else at the time, but I don't know why I ended up coming back to the home. But I hear it like it's hitting... Okay, when you walk in my mom's house, the back door goes straight down to steps down to the basement, which is a finished basement. And when I looked down the steps, I could see it looked like a fucking waterfall was happening over the steps. Okay. So I'm like, what the fuck? And I go down there.
You're afraid of bathtubs falling through the ceiling.
I know. Because when I go down there, the entire roof is fucking leaking through. Water is everywhere. It's on the TV. Everything down there is fucking ruined.
Yeah.
Like soaked. And so I'm like, what? Where is this coming from?
Yeah.
I went upstairs in the bathroom. It was all water on the floor, but like the bathtub wasn't overflowing. The toilet, I couldn't figure it out. Here, the pipe under the sink had burst.
Oh.
And it was just fucking flooding and it going. Anyways, I called my mom and I was like crying because to me at that point as a poor, seeing shit get ruined like that, I thought I was going to get in big trouble, even though I had nothing to do with it. I had stumbled upon it, so therefore it would be my fault because I'd have to explain what I found.
Right.
So I'm crying, and I'm like, I can't believe this is happening. My mom's like, what's happening? Who gives a fuck? She's laughing. Ooh, I'll have to shop vac it. Who cares? And I was like, all right, well,
that's the spirit.
What do you want me to do? And she's like, hey, what do we do? And I hear him. He's drunk too. And they're like, hey, let me shut the water off. And I was like, you have to tell me how to do that. I don't know how to just shut the water off.
Yeah.
So they instructed me on how to shut the water off in the whole house. And then I left.
It's like, that's not my problem anymore.
I got the fuck out of there.
Yeah.
So I was like, I don't feel comfortable on this part of the house. This is soggy. And I don't feel like it's
soggy house.
I don't feel like it's going to support me anymore. Yeah. So I left. And everything ended up being fine. I don't know.
They shop vac it.
They did shop vac it.
Yep.
Okay, here we go. My mom was staying in the downstairs apartment at the Airbnb, and the water started leaking through the vents in the ceiling downstairs. Naturally, my mom started screaming for help.
Naturally.
My drunk-ass baby sister, freshly 21, goes running to her rescue with a mop and a bucket and falls down a whole flight of stairs. Oh, my God. She immediately let out a blood-curdling scream, so we all totally thought she was severely injured or on death's door. Everyone sat around and stared at each other while my man of honor carried my sister back up the stairs and into the car where my mother had to drive her to the ER because she was the only person who was sober at the time.
Right, and you know, when you fall, you have to act like you're dead.
You do. Yes, you fucking should. Because how fucking embarrassing.
It's so embarrassing.
It turned out she was just fine. It turned out she was fine. She just had a huge bruise all the way from her butt to her knee.
Eesh.
Ow. Oh, imagine you have to walk the next day.
Can I tell you, I have a bruise on the back of my leg from where my bag hits me? Because I've put so much in it.
That. The amount, I walk with the tiniest, smallest little bitch baby bag. No. And you have just a giant thing on at all times.
I carry a Mary Poppins bag.
Mm-hmm. Now, that was just a fun little story. We're going to get into the actual scandal.
Oh, okay.
Now for the scandal or the really fucked up shit. My fiance and I had mixed gender wedding parties because two of my very best friends are guys from middle school, and he had 3 girls on his side, including his sister, his girl best friend, and his neighbor friend he grew up with right down the road. We'll call her M. We're in his party. I have feelings about that. I'm going to keep them to myself.
Agreed. I have issues.
M didn't stay, and it's not that you can't have girlfriends, but if you listen to the rest of this, you'll probably know why I feel those things. Because
your gut never lies.
Red flags flagging here. Mm-hmm. Yeah. M didn't stay all weekend at the Airbnb. She came the day of the wedding. She didn't get ready with the rest of the girls, even though she was invited several times. She instead decided to use this time to approach my mother and tell her that she was still in love with my fiance. First of all, don't love the still part. That means that she had told someone prior that she was in love.
Why your mother?
Yeah. Of all the people, maybe she just didn't know. There's always a lot of people around on weddings, so maybe you don't know who's related to who. But like, Jesus Christ, keep it to yourself. Or why are you there?
Yes.
Why are you there? That's so weird. I'm still in love with him. That would be my point, to go to my husband and be like,
I don't think she should be in the wedding anymore.
Why was she invited? Yeah. I wonder, because that seems weird. My poor mother was so uncomfortable, she just walked away and decided not to say anything in front of other people. M then decides to tell my very best friend since I was 7 the same thing. Very bad choice.
What? So they can go to you and you can leave your husband or something?
So my friend tells her, I don't care who you're in love with, and of course you want to be her. And of course you want to be her. She's fabulous. But if you so much as cause a hiccup in my best friend's wedding day, I will back over you with my car. So I suggest you keep your feelings to yourself and leave quietly and leave them alone. That's a down-ass bitch.
My God. Could you imagine being like, hey, I will fucking hit you with my car.
I'm not kidding. Oh, yeah, maybe I won't kill you, but you will have broken bones. You will have an ass
You
bruise.
will feel it. You will feel me. Do you feel it, Mr. Krabs?
Okay. Also, I want to say, why wasn't that your husband saying that to her? Anyways, okay, the wedding continues and everything was great. Here's my thing. I'm sorry I'm going in on your husband right now. He's probably a lovely guy. I heard you just got married. However, you can't tell me he didn't know. I feel like she's obviously not keeping it a secret. So, like, how was she to him? If she's this willing to tell everyone else, you think that she was keeping it quiet to him?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. And as someone who had a former partner, well, I don't know if you can say partner in something, at the wedding.
Right.
It is something to be discussed.
Yeah.
But like at that time, it was like, this person is just there. It's just a friendship.
Yeah.
What happened between the two of us happened years and years and years ago,
right? And
is no longer a thing.
Yeah. Did I have anyone like that at my wedding? I don't think so.
Shocked if you didn't. The fact that I didn't, you didn't.
I actually don't think I did. You know what? It is shocking.
But I feel like.
Oh wait, Dave was there. My child's father. The person I fathered a baby with was there.
You didn't father the baby. Oh. You mothered him. Yes, Dave was there. But I feel like if she had told him, like, previously, like, hey, I'm over it. What's important to me is just being your friend. Like, I could because here's the thing too. Guys are stupid.
In this I know.
And a lot of times
they don't want to learn as much as we do.
And they don't so pick like, up on the cues.
Well, that's what I mean. They just don't want to know. So if you tell them, they're like, I'm not going to look into that any further.
Yeah, I'm just going to take that at face value.
Yep.
Even though your words are saying this and your actions are completely different, I'm going to go with the one that makes me feel more comfortable.
That part. Okay. I wonder how many people we just made mad with that statement.
You think?
Or do you think I'm wrong? You gonna tell me I'm wrong? All right, hold on.
Am I gonna get in another fight with a guy in the comments?
Probably. Oh my God, we didn't mean you.
I might have meant you. I don't know.
Honestly,
I don't know you.
Pick up on cues a little bit.
Yeah.
There's Corey. Listen, he's so sweet, and it's just like, I want to have a good time, gal. Mm-hmm. When he's drinking, and he won't understand. I'll look over at him and I'm like, she's flirting with you. And he's like, no, she's really nice. And I'm like, her boobs are on your arm. Like, she's resting her tits on your arm. She is flirting with you. He's like, no, we were just talking. We were having a really good conversation. I'm like, I don't think, and I know most people are like, he knows. If you knew Corey, just know he really doesn't.
He is quite oblivious.
At one point,
and that's even in that example, you can't be like, okay, don't be a toxic pick me. Everyone rests their boobs on people's arms. So like, no. Ciara is the least jealous person ever.
I really am. Like, he is really am.
Yeah.
I've said that to everybody.
Yeah.
I would let him take any drunk person home because I trust that he'd be fine. He just can't pick up on their cues
because girls oftentimes can't take someone being kind to them without assuming there's something behind it.
Well, I think that's anybody. I think that's a lot of people.
Well, I think guys can be like, oh, you're just being nice to be nice.
They don't think?
We just said they don't look further into it.
No, they don't. But I just know a lot of guys who will take a smile and be like, I think she wants to marry me. I think she could fuck me for the rest of her life.
That to me is like, different.
I just asked you if you wanted Coke or Pepsi. This is my job.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'll put my penis away then.
Oh, I thought you wanted to fuck about it. Okay, sorry. Well, what a fucking weird way we went. The wedding continues. Where are we at?
Are you getting PTSD from hearing that water run behind you?
I'm like, who left their bathtub running? I don't care. Run you over with my car. Okay, here we are. The wedding continues and everything was great. That evening, we brought in the new year together. Beautiful. Drank some champagne and had a fairly mild night, going to bed just after midnight. The next morning, my best friend informed me that M slept on the porch like a dog.
What?
What are you doing?
M didn't stay at the Airbnb until that night, and they chose to sleep like a dog on the porch.
And she must have gotten up early and left because she was gone at 7 the next morning.
Was there like a dew marking around where she slept?
It was 24 degrees outside. So I don't know why the fuck she did that other than to be dramatic.
What?
And everyone informed me of the weird shit she'd been saying the night before. Okay, so I get it. You didn't know about it until the next day. That makes sense.
Yeah.
She told everyone in my wedding party, aside from my fiance. Okay, thank you. I should have read that part.
Yeah.
And aside from my fiance and I, that she wished she was me. That's so fucking weird, especially when she slept like a dog on your fucking
She wants to wear your skin.
She does. While I was glad she didn't publicly announce it
at the ceremony. Imagine M is listening and she's like, that was me. I was the dog on that porch.
And we want to hear your side of the story.
We do.
Go ahead and I just want to hear.
You know what? I'm a hopeless romantic. I want to hear your side of the story because I bet you write it totally different. I bet that part where you're being threatened by a car, I'm going to feel differently.
Oh, shit. Okay, hold on. Blah, 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 blah. Must have gotten up early. It was 24 degrees. Here we go. She told everyone. While I was glad she didn't publicly announce it at the ceremony, she may as well have. She had also tried to make moves on all 3 of my bridesmen, and she kept asking if they were single and tried to rub their leg and grab at them. They were so uncomfortable at one point. One of them said, Em won't stop touching me, even though I've asked her to stop and physically remove myself, so I'm going to stay in here with you guys. Wow.
With the couple? Wait, that wasn't like after. This was during the wedding.
During the wedding,
Okay. I'm gonna stay. Hey,
you
okay if
mind?
I just cuddle up
on the wedding?
Yeah.
We had all hung out in the past, and she had never made it seem like there was ever any feelings for my fiance. Okay, thank you. That's helpful for backstory. He mentioned they went to her senior prom together as friends, but they went with a huge group of people. It made me so uncomfortable that I had my photographer Photoshop 3 pictures so that I could take her out of them because it made me so nauseous to look at.
Yep.
Yeah.
I would agree.
Once my fiance found out, he was livid that she caused the riff in the weekend and immediately messaged her that she was out of line and was no longer welcome to come to gatherings or anything like that if she was going to cause drama because we're literally 27 years old and don't have time for the bullshit. Okay.
I would take out the if part. Yeah, I would just say you're no longer welcome.
I would say, hey, fiance, if you're listening, hey, Maggie, put this on loud for your fiance.
Yeah.
There needs to be no conditions. Maybe she's in love with you and she's said that to multiple people. Maybe you just cut her off.
Yeah,
maybe it's over with the friendship.
You just gotta say, hey, you belong in my childhood. Yes, that's it. You don't come out.
Nope.
Go back in time.
What are you gaining from that friendship when you know that she wants more? We can laugh now because it was handled and didn't affect my wedding. Thank you, ladies, for everything you do. I so enjoy my work commute so I can catch up.
Commute?
Got that. I so enjoy my work commute so I can catch up with my friends. Never stop doing the good work. If it doesn't get read on the pod, I hope at least it makes you laugh. Lug and hugs. Love and hugs and silly goofy times, Maggie Jo.
Lug and huffs.
Maggie, I'm sorry for everything I said, but also you do need to
we're just trying to defend you,
here's
girl.
What I'm saying is that everybody, but including you specifically, but everybody listening, know yourself and your worth, and don't put up with dudes being like, she's just a friend. I know she's in love with me, but we can still have our friendship, right?
You say she's just a friend.
No, I think you don't need to be friends with someone who has multiple times disrespected your wife, because that's what that was.
Yep.
There needs to be probably no contact there, because why are you disrespecting me like that? To me, again, you said I put myself in these shoes. I am not a jealous person at all. What I don't like is disrespect.
Yes.
So I hate when someone does something that I feel like, hey, you're stepping on my toes a little bit.
Yep.
And I don't
Get
like
off
when
my
people
toes.
are on my fucking feet.
Get on my feet where I hit you in my car.
All right, queef story. Here we go. We're gonna end it on a banger. Maybe. I don't know. I can't remember what this is. Here we go. Hi, ladies. My name is Kayla. She, her. I'm 27 years old. Oh my God, so many 27s, and that's my lucky number. Crazy. I'm 27 years old, and oh boy, do I have a fun and flirty little anecdote for y'all. About 6 years ago, I was in my junior year of college. I had been dating my boyfriend since the end of freshman year, and we were long distance. He was 2 hours away at a different college in Missouri, and we would trade every other month who would visit who. If you've never had a long-distance relationship, bitch, let me tell you, they are rough. Especially when both of you are socially involved music majors. All of that to say, we ended up taking a break the winter of my junior year because I felt I was giving more to the relationship than he was. Now, let me tell you, I pretty much had a consistent... Sorry. Sometimes my eyes play tricks on me. And I just read that as I pretty much had a croissant.
I think you just wanted it to say croissant.
I pretty much had a croissant. I pretty much had a consistent stream of significant others from junior year of high school until junior year of college. I'm having a really hard time reading.
It's a good thing this is the last one.
Thank God. Something. I need to read this better. I pretty much had a consistent stream of significant others from junior year of high school until junior year of college. Something, low self-esteem or whatever. That being said, your girl decided this was time to enter Hodem, and I approve. I worked on campus for the admissions office.
The Ciara's writing the story now.
I have to be stopped. I almost said I worked on campus for the administration's office. I worked on campus for the admissions office as a tour guide, and there was this guy a year under me that also worked there.
And then he was under you for a year.
We'll call him Gus.
I love that name.
That's a good name. We would be quite flirty when we were in the office together and ended up exchanging Snapchats. There were a few days of flirty snaps back and forth, and then it was Friday. My friend and I decided we were going to go out. Now remember, it's December in Southwest Missouri, but hoes don't get cold. So naturally, we're in our slut attire in 20-degree weather, walking to an absolutely disgusting baseball house. College. The house was so packed you could barely move 5 feet. I've been to parties like this.
It's miserable.
We were there for maybe an hour before the cops were called, and I found myself drunk and sprinting through a backyard like I'm Usain Bolt. Getting home and feeling unfulfilled and unfucked, I sent Gus a quick suggestive snap implying that he should come over. Not even 15 minutes later, this man is knocking at my door. No pleasantries, no small talk. We go into my bedroom and get busy. It gets to the point where it's time to do the pants off dance off, and he pulls out a condom. He puts it on and we start dancing. It seems like the only dance we get to enjoy is his favorite dance, even though I shared some of my favorite dance moves. And then she did the emoji the side. I was like, after a while, he pulls away and I see a flash of concern on his face, but it vanishes just as quickly as it starts. I ask if something's wrong, and he says the condom fell off and he thinks it's between the bed and the wall. I said,
what?
Okay. Why?
I don't understand what were you doing? What was his dance move?
What was the logistics here?
Yeah. Why would that be the location? And why didn't you question it? I guess you're drunk, but what?
At this point, it's 3 a.m. I'm unamused, unsatisfied, and I just want to go to bed. He ends up putting on another condom, and not even a minute later, we're done dancing. He lays down next to me as if he's going to stay the night, and
Please tell me you were just like, you can go now.
He ends up putting on another condom and not even he lays down next to me as if he is going to stay the night, and I hop out of the bed, coming up with some excuse why he can't stay. I open my bedroom door to walk him out, and my roommate is standing pantsless in the kitchen eating a waffle. Unsurprised. Finally, I'm able to get him out and walk back to the kitchen to share my one and only one night stand story with my roommate as she eats her waffle. I wish the story ended there. The next day, I wake up around 11 and my roommates are wanting to go to our favorite restaurant for lunch. It's cold and gross out, and the best way to deal with that is a big piping hot bowl of pho. That's how
Yes.
Pho. I've never had that.
Me neither.
PHO. Oh, we gotta guess them. Shit. As we're waiting to leave, I'm standing in the kitchen telling my other roommates about the night before. While I'm talking, I feel an uncomfortable sensation in Ms. Vaginas. And I cannot stop queefing. In my head, I'm thinking, what the fuck did he do to me last night to make my kitty cough so much?
This kitty coughs.
We get to the restaurant, sit down and order. As we're waiting, the fact that you're just queefing through this whole thing. As we're waiting for our food, I cannot get comfortable, so I get up to go to the bathroom and see if peeing will give me some kind of relief. As I'm peeing, I feel something move inside of me. And then I remember, I reluctantly reach my fingers in and disgustedly pull out the condom that fell between the bed and the wall.
Is that what he calls the two sides of your vagina?
The old bed and wall. I gag and throw it in the trash can, piling up as many paper towels as I can over the cootie hitchhiker. I wash my hands and walk out of the bathroom to my friends all staring at me. Their suspicions confirmed. I love that they suspected that.
They're all like, we know what that is.
I look at them and nod sadly, and they burst out laughing. And that, my friends, is how I found a condom in my vagina at a Vietnamese restaurant called Pho Kim. If y'all read this story on the podcast, I might simply pee and poop my pants. I've been following the podcast for 1.5 years, and I've listened to every episode. I absolutely adore you both. I'm a traveling music therapist, so I'm in my car a lot. That's very cool. Between my sessions, it's always nice to... I love that you're a music therapist. And this is the story you told. It makes me just... Honestly, really humanizes every person that I know.
I love the name of the restaurant because truly, Pho Kim.
Yeah. Fuck him.
Pho Kim.
Between my sessions, it's nice to have my two friends hanging out with me. It's always just what I need. I'm happy to say that my boyfriend and I ended our break shortly after my whole winter and have been happily married for 2.5 years. That's crazy.
Good.
He loves this story and he laughs every time it comes up. He's simply the best and actually encouraged me to take my first solo trip to Columbus to come see you on tour in February.
Fun.
Oh my God. I hope we run into you. Please tell us that you're the condom and the puss girl.
Oh my God, yeah, because this is coming out 2 days before we see you.
I'm so excited.
Oh, wow.
Looking forward to sharing the opening night experiences with you beautiful ladies. All my love, Kayla.
Oh, Kayla,
So
I'm so excited.
What a story.
Yeah.
What a bunch of stories. Wow, we had a little bit of everything.
We really did.
Yeah.
And we thank you guys for sending them in. And we hope that you have a lovely time doing whomever and whatever you need to do.
Fuck yourself. That's what we've always said.
Hey, go Pho Kim, okay?
Yes.
We love you so much. We will see you. I mean, those of you coming to Columbus, we'll see you in a couple days. And everyone else, we'll see you next week.
All right.
We're out.
Goodbye.